So our very last trend is reactivity. And reactivity is how unstable an atom is, or how reactive it is. And as you move from left to right across the periodic table, there really is no trend in reactivity. So it really depends on what group you're in. So we're not going with a trend for left to right. However, as we go from the top to the bottom of the periodic table, there definitely is a trend. And it's going to increase in reactivity as you go towards the bottom of the periodic table. So the atoms on the bottom of the periodic table are more reactive than the ones towards the top. So you may be wondering, well, why would the reactivity increase? Well, remember, as you go down a group, the electrons are not held as closely to the nucleus. So they're going to be able to move from one atom to another atom easily. So elements like francium towards the bottom of the periodic table, remember they're very large atoms, and very large atoms have a very hard time hanging onto their outer electrons because those outer electrons are so far away from them, and there's not that attraction there like there are in the smaller elements. So when that electron is able to move from one atom to another, which happens much more easily to bigger atoms, bam, there we go, just like it says right on that screen right there, we get a chemical reaction occurring. And so it's reacting. And we know that there are many indications of a chemical reaction, like the bubbling or light being given off or change in pH and all those things from way back in September that we all remember. But those will happen more easily to large atoms, which are located towards the bottom of the periodic table, because those electrons are not being held as well as electrons in smaller atoms. So that's why we're going to have an increase in reactivity as we go down the periodic table. And that's it. That's all of our trends. Yay! All done.